I want to thank everybody for coming, braving the cold. I generally have 40, 50 heads show up, but in the years, I've done this since 2016. I've done this every Christmas besides the one with COVID since 2016. I generally have 40, 50 people show up, but I generally do a tour of all the churches around. So now I figure out that people are coming out to see all the churches and not necessarily to listen to me. So I mean, this is kind of a test here. So anyway, but I've done talks for one person, I've done talks for 100, and I put the same into every single one, no matter how many we got, who we got, and how many times you've heard it. This is the first time. Well, let me add this. I do history. I'm a fanatical historical researcher, and I take the research that I find and I put it into a story format and try to tell it as not necessarily a lecture of somebody sitting there flipping through a screen with a monitor reading off PowerPoints. I try to put into what these people were feeling, what they were experiencing, what the situations were like when they were coming through the history. And I don't specialize on any type of history. I dig into a record and I pull all the information out and then I dissect it later. So the churches, you are not going to do any type of history anywhere without getting into the history of the church in some type of way, okay? And I've spoken on this a lot, and I've into what's called apologetics. Apologetics is where you defend, it's Christian apologetics, where I'll get online, I'll defend, and you debate, it's pretty much debate. So I've spoken a lot on this, but this is the first storytelling event where I've actually invited people to hear me speak on the history of Christmas. And it's Christ's Mass is what it is. And back when the early settlers came, it was a Michael Mass for the Archangel Michael. So Mass is just a gathering of the church, okay? And Christ is, and this is to recognize the birth of Christ. But this is the first time I've actually invited people to come hear me talk about the history of Christ. So, and if there's one historical subject that if anybody digs into, no matter how much you dig into it, the more you dig into it, the more you realize just how unworthy, how limited your mind frame is, how can you do this? Okay, then when you start digging into the history of Jesus Christ, okay? And that's pretty much what we're here to do in a 1 hour quick condensed form. And I'm going to try to tie it into his apostles that he chose in Galilee, along with what happened here, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to first have a little talk with Daddy. I'm going to say a quick prayer for him to guide me and speak, because I have no idea what I'm getting ready to tell you guys, all right? Father, I'm here. The only thing I ask from you, Lord, is that whatever comes out of my mouth, let it be the truth. And whatever comes out of my mouth from my memory, I want you to get the glory, Lord, because I deserve none of it. Lord, I just thank you for these people who's come out. If there's any way that you can bless them through what I'm saying, or if there's any way they can be blessed through what I'm saying, I thank you for that, Lord. And I just want everybody here to hear that with me, I understand I am unworthy, but with your spirit and grace, I have no doubt we do all things through you. In Jesus' most precious, precious name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. We're going to start off with a selection with my daughter. That's going to set the theme. Go ahead, guys.
Can you turn the microphone on?
Yes. Go ahead.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, but shining as the sun, we've known less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind.
Now, Amazing Grace. That's what it's all about. How amazing? I don't think we can ever wrap our little minds around it. But the man that wrote that, his name's John Newton. He wrote that in a poem form right around in the same decade where people started meeting right in this location to begin what was then a new type of, I don't want to say religion, because religion is a man made of what, you got theology, which is the study of God, you got religion of what men interpret this theology to be. And this, what was happening here was, for the first time since I can recollect, or that I've been able to find, is where people could freely come here and say, you know, and to learn. Because what we got to understand is, if we rewind, going back, okay, we're here in 1770s, we're here in this spot. Late 1770s, 1780s, you got British schooners on the outside, okay? You got pirates coming in and out. You got pirates taking people from their homes in the middle of the night,